All right, look, I want to make this very clear for all the platforms, YouTube, X, Rumble, and Kick, and everyone else that's watching. The story we're talking about is recently breaking, and it is still developing as we speak. But as it stands right now, one of Israel's national cyber directorates, or senior official of that directorate, under Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office, was charged with felony of luring an underage person using a computer for a mature act. Okay. Now, the videos I will be playing in question will be saying some controversial words. So I understand each platform has its different interpretation about what is acceptable. I want to be very clear that this is still a breaking news and is being covered by major media outlets, including local media outlets such as CBS, The Guardian, The Independent, and many other outlets. So for all these platforms I mentioned, and for you, the viewing audience, if this will trigger you or cause some form of trauma, please look away. But this also has to relate to also just what the hell's going on with our legal system here, and more importantly, what else is happening. So I want to first play this video.
We're learning an Israeli government official is among those arrested in an undercover operation targeting alleged child sex predators. You're watching 8 News Now at 6:30. I'm Sasha Loftus. Tom Alexandrovich now faces charges of luring a child with a computer for a sex act. Sources tell the 8 News Now investigators that he works with the Israeli government and was in Las Vegas for a cybersecurity event earlier this month. He is currently out on bail and is due in court later this month. We do not know if a judge ordered him not to leave the country.
Look, I don't want to be cynical here, but it wouldn't surprise me if he did leave the country. I also want to say right now, again, we have the system of law and order. So everyone, right now, again, there's still a little bit more to this story. I'm going to be playing another video as well. This is kind of more of a larger breakdown. Again, we have a couple other news sources from legitimate news sources, such as The Guardian Independent, that will also be addressing this story. Let me play this video. Again, if this is going to be a problem, please, everyone, look away.
A shocking international scandal has erupted in Las Vegas. Tom Artyom Alexandrovich, a top Israeli government cybersecurity official, has been arrested in Nevada during an undercover sting targeting child predators online. Police say Alexandrovich, 38, was caught in an operation by Nevada's Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, accused of luring a child online for sex. He was booked into jail but quickly released after posting $10,000 bail. Authorities revealed that Alexandrovich was one of 8 suspects arrested in just 2 weeks during the operation. Among them was even a Las Vegas pastor. Before his arrest,
all right, look, I find it to be absolutely disgusting. Everyone that is watching this, my skin is crawling, especially with the aftermath and fallout of Roblox. I did sit through what the CEO of Roblox was talking about, and it's by far the most cringe stuff I've ever seen. I'm also rather surprised at how YouTube is putting its thumb on anyone that is covering the Roblox situation. So I do encourage everyone that is following or subscribed to Hardlands Media, please share those videos on social media. There seems to be, again, an attempt, at least over on YouTube, to silence that story. I don't like it at all. And this story about Alexandrovich is not only pretty shocking, but the amount of people that were caught in this thing. I'm not going to tell any of you what to do, but there are ways in which you could find out if there are predators living in your community, neighborhood. Try not to scream in a primal rage when you find out how many live close to you.
Alexandrovich attended Black Hat USA 2025, one of the world's largest cybersecurity conferences. On LinkedIn, he even bragged about the event, writing, "2 things you can't escape at Black Hat, the buzz of AI and the sound of Hebrew in every corridor." That post has since been deleted, along with his entire profile. According to Israel's official...
That's not a good sign when you have to delete your whole profile. Never is. Again, we have a system of law and order. As much as we want to believe in it, don't worry, folks. Don't worry. I could see what's happening, but you know what? Let's hold our breath for a second, shall we?
Government website, Alexandrovich was the head of the Technological Defense Division at the National Brew in every corridor. That post has since been deleted, along with his entire profile. According to Israel's official government website, Alexandrovich was the head of the Technological Defense Division at the National Cyber Directorate, the very agency responsible for protecting Israel from cyber threats. But here's where things get messy. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office has denied the arrest, saying the employee was only questioned by American authorities and then returned home as scheduled. Israeli outlet Ynet even claimed the detention was brief and carried no political implications. But U.S. police records clearly show Alexandrovich was arrested, charged with felony cyberlawyering, and released on bond. Under Nevada law, that crime carries 1 to 10 years in prison. So, was a top Israeli cyber official really just caught in a child predator sting? Or is there a cover-up at play? This story is developing, and it raises huge questions, not just about Alexandrovich, but also about the Israeli government's response. Stay tuned. This could be one of the most explosive scandals linking cybersecurity, government, and international crime in years.
And it will be swept under the rug. Look what they did to the Epstein story, right? After all, now again, I want to be very clear on this, folks. In my opinion, everyone, we have a system of law and order. There's so much more into this system, right? Allegedly. So a cybersecurity official for the Israeli government, this is from The Independent, was arrested in Nevada during an operation targeting child predators. Tom Alexandrovich, 38, was arrested earlier this month and is facing a felony charge of luring a child with a computer for an adult act. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police said Friday he has since been released from custody after posting a $10,000 bail. Court records show Alexandrovich was one of 8 people arrested in the past 2 weeks as a result of the operation, police said. The Israeli government's website refers to the 38-year-old as head of the Technological Defense Division at the Israeli National Cyber Directorate, which is a government agency responsible for all aspects of cyber defense in the civilian sphere. Alexandrovich's LinkedIn profile, which has since been deleted, oh boy, also described him as an agency official, Mediaite reported. Screenshots from his account suggest he was in Las Vegas to attend Black Hat USA, a 6-day event that includes conferences and cybersecurity trainings. He posted a photo of himself at a LinkedIn and wrote an emoji-rich caption, 2 things you can't escape at a Black Hat 2025, the relentless buzz of generative AI and the sound of Hebrew in every corridor. Under Nevada law, the crime of cyber luring carries a sentence of 1 to 10 years behind bars. The police said Alexandrovich and 6 others arrested during the undercover operation were booked into the Henderson Detention Center. He was released from custody after posting bond on August 7th, court records show. The Independent has asked the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department for more information about Alexandrovich's whereabouts. Where is he? 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 I'm gonna say again, where is he? Where is he? Anybody know? Bueller? Just trying to ask and find out, because I mean, look, folks, I'm just gonna say this, and I think everyone can I think all of you can pretty much agree with me. Like, if there's a crime where there's potentially a child or children getting hurt, we want to stop the people, person, group, organization, entity, meetup that's doing it, right? We want to stop it. I like to think we are good people. And I just want to bring up the Epstein files again. You know, whatever your opinion are, wherever you politically align, whatever generation you're part of, the color of your skin and who you worship. I mean, we are the good people that we say we are, right? Like when we go to bed tonight, or when you look yourself in the mirror after you wash your face, brush your teeth, you look yourself in the mirror, and you gotta ask you, am I a good person? Do I care? Because I think it's important for us, you know. I know a lot of people say dead internet, you know, and look, hey, you got to go outside, touch grass, live your best lives, don't stay cooped up. But I mean, we got to be sharing this story far and wide about how they covered up the Epstein files. And this story here, I mean, this is a senior official in Netanyahu's government. And so, you know, I sometimes question just overall, like, will there be accountability? Will there be any kind of real accountability? I know a couple people like Jimmy Dore's already talked about it. I think Due Dissidence also addressed it too. But at this point, you know, I know the internet can be a beautiful place, but there's a lot of evil there too. And I am ever hopeful that we as people will be stepping up to address this. It's just it's fascinating that, you know, that he's I want to read this last paragraph. Sorry about this. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office denied that the government employee was arrested. Okay? And yes, I'm well aware of this. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office denied that the government employee was arrested. A state employee who traveled to the U.S. for professional matters was questioned by American authorities during his stay, the Prime Minister's office said in a statement to Mediaite. The employee, who does not hold a diplomatic visa, was not arrested and returned to Israel as scheduled. Israel's news site yet reported that an Israeli National Cyber Directorate employee was briefly detained for questioning during a professional conference in the U.S. before returning to his hotel and flying back to Israel 2 days later. So either there was a mix-up, okay, there was a mix-up, or something else happened. So I feel sick to my stomach. I don't even know what to even make of this story anymore. I don't even know what to make of even the Roblox story. I don't know what to make of the fact that we have the Epstein files being cast aside and thrown away. I don't really know what to make of a lot of things. There are days where I'm in these trenches and I'm just wondering, like, when will better days be ahead? When will there be a better future? And the only way it's going to happen is if we fight our way through this, folks. The only way we're going to get through this is by working together. But I'm 100%, maybe 150% certain that sooner or later, more people are going to start getting upset. We have something fundamentally wrong here. And whether or not more people start being outspoken is how things change. And no ID and internet censorship laws is not going to stop it, because there's always a loophole. What people need to do is something far bigger, far grander. People need to step up and say enough. Enough. And this is where we also have to make sure that our young people are internet literate. Same thing for our senior citizens, same thing for everyone. With AI and its technology and its advancements too, a lot of people can get hurt if they're not well aware of their surroundings. I don't think there'll be a happy ending to this segment, and whether or not this story still remains relevant or not will be the big question. But everyone needs to speak out.